Imagine yourself standing on the edge of a towering cliff, with the vast expanse of the world stretched out before you. An endless horizon filled with dreams, opportunities, and challenges. The wind rushes past, whispering possibilities into your ear, urging you to embrace what lies ahead. In that moment, do you step back, held by fear of the unknown, or do you spread your wings and take the leap, trusting in your ability to soar above all obstacles? Today we embark on a journey of self-discovery, a journey to uncover the truths that will transform hesitation into bravery, that will turn uncertainty into clarity, and that will guide us from adolescence into true manhood. Picture this journey not as a simple walk along a straight path, but as an adventure filled with twists, turns, trials, and triumphs. There will be moments when the way forward seems shrouded in fog, and others when the view is so breathtaking that you cannot help but feel invincible. Growth does not come without challenge, and transformation does not occur without effort. The very essence of manhood lies in overcoming these challenges, embracing the transformations, and finding our place in the world with purpose and confidence. Welcome, gentlemen, to the path of the hero, a journey that promises growth, transformation, and profound discovery. This is where we cultivate resilience, develop courage, and shape the strength that will carry us through the challenges of life. It is not just about reaching the destination, it is about the person we become along the way. Whether you stand at the edge of a literal or metaphorical cliff, each decision you make today determines the trajectory of your journey forward. Take the leap and let's soar together into the unknown. This isn't just another motivational video filled with empty platitudes. Today we're going to cut through the distractions, bypass fleeting trends, and cast aside superficial expectations. We're going to tap into the core of what truly matters, the timeless wisdom that has shaped the great men of the past and can guide us today. These are truths about strength, wisdom, resilience, and the art of becoming the man you were always meant to be. We'll draw inspiration from the ancient philosophers who laid the foundation for understanding what it means to live a virtuous life, from legendary leaders who faced seemingly insurmountable challenges and still rose above, and from everyday heroes, people like you and me, who demonstrate courage, integrity, and resilience in their daily lives. We'll uncover not only the theories of greatness, but the practical steps that you can take today to begin transforming your life. By the end of this journey, you will have a clearer understanding of what it means to walk your path as a man. You'll learn how to cultivate strength, wisdom, and resilience in a way that not only impacts your own life, but also leaves a positive mark on the world around you. You will have practical tools to face life's challenges head-on, whether in your career, your relationships, or your personal growth. If you're ready to unlock your full potential, to break free from the chains that hold you back, then let's dive in and take the first courageous step towards the greatness that awaits. This journey is about you. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and using that strength to make a true impact on the world. Together, let's forge a path of purpose, power, and potential. Chapter 1. Embracing the Fire of Adversity. Let's start with a fundamental truth. Growth demands adversity. Picture a piece of iron in the forge, heated until it glows and then struck over and over by a blacksmith's hammer. The iron becomes a stronger, sharper sword, honed to withstand even the toughest battles. This is what adversity does to us as men. It pushes us, shapes us, and demands we become more than we were. Think of Marcus Aurelius, one of Rome's greatest emperors. He faced immense trials, including a devastating plague that swept across the empire. The world around him was falling apart. But Marcus found strength in recognizing the boundaries of his control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When everything falls apart, we find who we truly are. Marcus didn't let circumstances dictate his response. He chose resilience, and that choice is always ours. Adversity is not punishment, it is initiation. It's the fire that forges us into who we're meant to be. Consider the story of John, a young entrepreneur who lost his first business in an economic downturn. He was left with nothing but debts and doubts. It would have been easy for him to give up, to see this failure as a reason to stop trying. But John chose differently. He used the experience as a teacher, analyzing every mistake and learning from it. He adapted, built a new business, and eventually succeeded beyond his wildest dreams. It was the adversity that gave him the insight and strength to succeed. Think about the adversity faced by single parents who work two jobs to provide for their families. They wake up each day knowing the challenge is ahead, yet they press on, fueled by love and an unyielding desire to provide a better future for their children. Their courage and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds demonstrate that adversity can be a source of great strength. Chapter 2. Building the Pillars of Manhood. If manhood were a temple, it would stand on four unshakable pillars: courage, integrity, resilience, and compassion. These aren't just abstract values. They are the backbone of a man's character, forged through experience and dedication. Courage is the ability to act in spite of fear. It's about stepping into the arena even when you're not sure of the outcome. Imagine a firefighter charging into a burning building. His courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the will to act despite that fear. In your life, courage might mean standing up for someone being mistreated, risking rejection to pursue a dream, or acknowledging your mistakes. Integrity is the alignment between your words and your actions. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." It's easy to talk about values. It's harder to live them out every day. Integrity means keeping your word to yourself and others, being honest in the face of temptation. Resilience is the ability to keep going when life gets tough. Picture an athlete who, after a serious injury, undergoes months of grueling rehab, only to come back stronger. Resilience isn't about never falling. It's about always getting back up. Life will knock you down, but every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. Compassion is often misunderstood as a weakness, but it is one of the greatest strengths a man can possess. True compassion is about recognizing the humanity in others and offering support when needed. It's about understanding that strength lies in lifting others up, not in putting them down. In a world that often values toughness over tenderness, compassion is a revolutionary act. To cultivate these pillars, start by looking at your daily actions. How often do you choose the courageous path? Are you consistent in living out your values even when it's inconvenient? Are you resilient when facing life's inevitable hardships? How often do you show kindness, especially when it isn't required? Becoming a man of character starts with these questions. Consider the story of James, a middle manager at a large company. He was pressured by his superiors to cut corners in order to meet a deadline. Instead of compromising his values, James chose integrity. He stood his ground and communicated the risks involved in cutting corners, even though it could have cost him his job. His dedication to doing what was right eventually earned him the respect of his team and his superiors, and the company ultimately avoided what could have been a disastrous mistake. Integrity, while challenging in the short term, pays off in the long run. Chapter 3. Mastering the Art of Self-Control. The true battlefield is not in a distant land. It's in your own mind. Self-mastery is the key to unlocking your potential as a man. It's about learning to control your emotions, impulses, and reactions. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This means that real freedom comes from within. It's about mastering your own thoughts and behaviors. Consider a scenario where a coworker belittles you in front of others. The natural reaction is to respond in anger, to retaliate, but self-mastery allows you to pause, evaluate your response, and choose a path that reflects your values rather than your momentary emotions. It doesn't mean suppressing what you feel. It means acknowledging those feelings and deciding how you act on them. One of the most powerful tools in pursuing self-mastery is understanding what Epictetus called the dichotomy of control. Imagine two circles. One contains everything you can control, your actions, thoughts, and reactions, and the other contains everything outside your control, other people's actions, the weather, etc. Focusing on what you can control is the foundation of self-mastery. Start by practicing mindfulness. Set aside time each day to observe your thoughts without judgment. Keep a journal to track moments when you succeeded or fell short in controlling your actions. By consistently reflecting on your behavior, you can identify patterns and make deliberate improvements. Another powerful practice for self-mastery is delayed gratification. In a world that often prioritizes immediate rewards, learning to wait can be transformative. Picture someone trying to lose weight. The choice between eating a tempting dessert now or holding out for long-term health goals is a classic example of delayed gratification. Every time you choose to wait, to prioritize your long-term goals over short-term desires, you build discipline. This discipline spills over into other areas of your life, allowing you to maintain focus and stay on track when pursuing your goals. Chapter 4. The Warrior's Mindset. Embracing discomfort. In ancient times, a warrior's greatest weapon wasn't his sword, it was his mind. Today, we are all warriors in our own battles, whether it's pursuing a career, maintaining a relationship, or striving for personal growth. A warrior's mindset is one of resilience, focus, and mental toughness. One way to cultivate this mindset is to embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Start small, take cold showers, challenge yourself physically, or confront your fears. Embracing discomfort builds your resilience and helps you become comfortable with being uncomfortable. The strength you gain will stay with you long after the discomfort fades. Another strategy is visualization. Before facing a challenge, close your eyes and picture yourself succeeding. This mental rehearsal can significantly impact your performance. Imagine yourself giving a successful presentation, nailing that interview, or handling a difficult conversation with grace. When the time comes, your mind is already prepared. Lastly, learn to reframe challenges. A setback is not a failure. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. When Thomas Edison was asked about the thousands of times he failed to create the light bulb, he replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Reframe your obstacles as stepping stones, and you'll see your struggles in a new light. Consider the story of Sarah, a marathon runner. During one of her races, she faced unexpected weather conditions, heavy rain, and strong winds. Many runners dropped out, but Sarah saw it as an opportunity to prove her mental toughness. She visualized herself crossing the finish line, focused on her breathing, and kept pushing forward. Despite the conditions, she completed the race and felt an immense sense of accomplishment. The warrior's mindset isn't about being fearless. It's about pushing forward even when the odds are against you. Chapter 5. The Gentleman's Code. Balancing strength with grace. Being a man isn't just about strength. It's also about grace, respect, and honor. This is the essence of the Gentleman's Code, balancing power with humility, strength with empathy. Respect is fundamental. It means treating others as equals, valuing their humanity, and extending kindness without expecting anything in return. Respect isn't just about grand gestures. It's in the small, everyday actions. Think about the last time you were in a heated argument. Did you attack the person or address the issue? A true gentleman stands up for what he believes, but does so with dignity. He listens, he empathizes, and when he's wrong, he apologizes. It takes real strength to admit when you're wrong, to be vulnerable, and to show empathy. This kind of vulnerability is not a weakness. It is the ultimate show of inner strength. The world might tell you that to be respected, you need to dominate. But true respect is earned by lifting others up, not by pushing them down. A gentleman uses his strength to serve, not to oppress. When you embody this code, you create a lasting impact. You become the kind of person that others trust, admire, and want to follow. Consider the story of Michael, who was in charge of a high-stakes project at work. One of his team members made a mistake that cost the team valuable time. Instead of berating the individual, Michael chose to address the mistake constructively. He helped the team member learn from the error, and together they worked to get back on track. Michael's approach not only salvaged the project, but also earned him the respect and loyalty of his team. The Gentleman's Code is about understanding that leadership is not about fear. It's about respect, empathy, and lifting others up. Chapter 7. Nurturing relationships. True success in life is measured by the quality of our relationships. The connections we build with family, friends, colleagues, and even strangers shape the kind of life we lead. Strong relationships require genuine effort, vulnerability, and the willingness to truly listen and understand others. Building and nurturing these relationships takes time, but the rewards are immense. A life filled with love, support, and understanding. Consider the story of Emma, who found herself isolated in a new city after a major career move. Instead of withdrawing into herself, she decided to reach out to her neighbors and colleagues. She organized small gatherings, offered help when needed, and made an effort to be there for others. Over time, these relationships grew, providing her with a network of support that helped her thrive. Nurturing relationships means giving without expecting anything in return, offering a helping hand, and being a reliable source of encouragement. Chapter 8. The value of lifelong learning growth does not end with age or milestones. It is a lifelong journey. One of the defining qualities of successful individuals is their dedication to continuous learning. Lifelong learning is about maintaining a curious mindset, constantly seeking out knowledge, and pushing beyond your current boundaries. Think about Benjamin Franklin, one of history's greatest polymaths. Franklin never stopped learning. He experimented, read extensively, and was an active participant in various fields. His curiosity led to many inventions and discoveries. In your own life, seek out opportunities to learn something new, be it a skill, a language, or a new perspective on the world. This hunger for knowledge is what keeps your mind sharp and helps you stay adaptable in a constantly changing world. Chapter 9. Finding your purpose. Purpose is the guiding force that gives life meaning. Without a sense of purpose, it's easy to feel lost or adrift. Finding your purpose isn't always about discovering a grand mission. It can be found in the simple things you are passionate about and the impact you wish to make. Consider the story of Tom, who spent years working in corporate finance without feeling fulfilled. One day he realized that his true passion lay in teaching. He left his high-paying job to become a high school math teacher, where he found immense joy in helping students learn and grow. His purpose was in guiding others, and once he embraced it, his life became far more rewarding. To find your purpose, reflect on what brings you joy, what challenges you, and how you can contribute to the well-being of others. Purpose gives you a reason to get up every morning, and it fuels your journey toward a fulfilling life. Your journey begins now. We've explored the fire of adversity, the pillars of manhood, the art of self-mastery, the warrior's mindset, the gentleman's code, and the path to building a lasting legacy. True strength comes from mastering yourself, not from dominating others. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the choice to act in spite of it. Respect, compassion, and integrity are not old-fashioned. They are timeless principles that define true manhood. I challenge you to reflect on what you've learned today. How can you embrace adversity as a path to growth? Which of the 4 pillars of manhood do you need to strengthen? How can you practice self-mastery in your daily life? Where can you apply the warrior's mindset to face your challenges head-on? How can you better embody the gentleman's code in your interactions? And what kind of legacy do you want to build, starting today? Write down your thoughts, create an action plan, and remember, being a man isn't about fitting into someone else's mold. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and using that strength to positively impact those around you. Your journey begins now. Stand tall, stay strong, and never stop growing. Your path to becoming a better man starts today.